Hi everybody, Terry O'Malley. I'm a criminal defense attorney in the Denver area, and I want to visit with you about an experience I had recently. And I want to tell you about that because I think it illustrates what you should know when hiring a criminal defense attorney. I remember a woman hired me to go out to the Denver County Jail because her son was there on some kind of an assault charge. And she couldn't talk with him, so she asked me to go out and meet with him. My hope in going out there was to let him know that his mother was looking out for him and to advise him to be quiet and not to speak with police and learn a little bit more about his case. So I went out to the Denver jail after she hired me. I visited with him for probably an hour to an hour and a half. And then as I was driving back from the jail, I called his mom to let her know a little bit more about the jail visit and how things went there. And at that point, she told me something really interesting. She said, "Well, Mr. O'Malley, I don't need you anymore." And I was kind of taken aback by that because I was prepared to tell her what was going on and talk about strategy in the case. And she said, "We spoke with another lawyer who told us that he could get my son off, and I think I'm going to go with him and I'm going to hire him." And I asked her, I said, "Well, has this other attorney seen any of the police reports?" And she said, "No." I said, "Has he met with your son?" And she said, "No." I said, "Well, has he talked to any witnesses?" And she said, "No." And I asked her, I said, "Well, how is it that he knows he can get your son off then?" And she said, "I don't know, but he told me he would." And men and women, I want to tell you what was going on there. I know who this individual is, and I know how he practices. His goal is to get as many cases as he can, to have them come into his office at a low rate, and then he makes promises up front, and then as the case develops, he says, "Hey, I am so sorry, this case is going to cost a whole lot more than I told you, and things aren't working out quite the way I thought, and so we're not going to be able to get as good of a deal as I originally had told you." It illustrates, though, for you, I think, how some attorneys will say whatever is necessary in order to get the business, even if it's something that's untrue. How in the world could that attorney know he could get that woman's son off if he knew virtually nothing about the case is beyond me. It's not possible, and you need to be on guard about that. One of the things I can promise you is if you come into our office, we'll offer you a free initial consultation. We will sit and talk with you up to an hour, and we'll allow you to ask all the questions that you want to ask, and we'll answer all of your questions, and we'll provide you with a ton of useful information that'll help you. And then you'll be in a position where you can make an intelligent decision about the attorney to hire. We don't push anybody. When you come into our office, we want you to have a chance to leave and to think about it. Or if you're here with your wife or with your parents, we'll step out and allow you some privacy to sit in here and talk about whether or not you ought to hire us or whether you can think about it. It's not a big deal for us for people to leave and then call us back at a later time with the decision on whether they want to hire us. We want you to feel comfortable with us as your lawyers. The best way we can do that is by giving you a lot of information about who we are, about how we work. We can talk about the case, show you our prior experiences working with these district attorneys in the jurisdiction you've been charged, and with those judges. That's all information that we would want to have if we were in your position. So take advantage of the offer I'm making you today. Come in for a free initial consultation at the O'Malley Law Office. We look forward to meeting you in person, and I promise you, you won't leave here empty-handed. You'll have a ton of good information when you leave, and you'll have a great opportunity to think about what we've told you and make an informed decision about the lawyer to hire. Have a good day.